See here, we have to convert this structure, planar structure, into chair conformation. So chair conformation is here. Suppose that now group is on the same, so we can write one OH at axial position and methyl at equatorial position. Then we convert this structure into another chair conformation. Then we can write, first draw the structure. This is another chair conformation where we have to draw the convert this structure. When this ring gets filled, so this carbon is at this position where OH group is at up position. So OH group is at up position and methyl group is at down position. So methyl group is here at down position. Okay. So out of these two structures, the stability of these two structures differs because OH group and methyl groups are different groups attached. So stability of these two structures differs, and also these two structures present in unequal amount. Means this structure presents 70%, and here this structure presents 30% amount. Presenting 30% amount. Sorry. This structure with this methyl group is at equatorial position. Sorry. It is 70% and it presents 30%. Remains same. OH group and methyl groups are attached at the same carbon. OH group and methyl group are attached at the same carbon, but here bulky group, which is bulky group? So methyl is the bulky group than the OH group. Structure wise, if we see, methyl is a bulky group, bulkier than the OH group, but bulkier group is now at equatorial position. This is equatorial position, and bulkier group is at axial position. When bulkier group is at axial position, there are more and more interactions between the hydrogens. Axial hydrogens are there. So these hydrogens, axial hydrogens are there. So these hydrogens interact with the methyl hydrogens. And stability of structure decreases. So these two forms obtained, and these are diastereomers. Two diastereomers are obtained here. In case we obtain the two same interconvertible structure with no energy barriers, and we obtain topomers, but here the energy barrier is there and this structure is more favorable with more bulky group is in the equatorial position. More bulky group in the equatorial position. Some another example is there. Another example where we obtain opposite results. Here, in case of, this is the case where we have taken 1 methyl cyclohexanol. Here, 1 methyl cyclohexanol when arranged in chair conformation, we get the 70% of this conformer and 30% this conformer, because in this conformation methyl group is a bulky group and the bulky group is at equatorial position. The position is more favored, so this structure is more favored, this conformation is more favored, and it is obtained in a 70% amount, and this one is in 30% amount. So out of these two diastereomers, one is more favored. So this is the case. What is our rule here? The bulky group, when bulky group is at equatorial position. Equatorial position, then structure is more stable. That conformation is more stable. But another example, exception or another example here, we have taken example of 1-phenyl methyl one phenyl cyclohexane, 1 methyl cyclohexane. So see here, 1 phenyl 1 methyl cyclohexane. Let's convert this structure into chair conformation. You see the chair conformation. This is chair conformation. We have to convert this chair conformation to another chair conformation. Another chair conformation. These two chair conformations. See, here phenyl group and methyl group. See, one phenyl group is at axial position. Phenyl group is at axial position here. And methyl group is at equatorial position. Now, out of these two groups, the structure of phenyl is more bulkier than methyl. Phenyl group is more bulkier than the methyl. But here, see, after the flipping, ring flipping, with the ring flipped, the up group, that is pH group is at equatorial position and methyl group is at axial position. When this ring flipped, when this carbon is at this position, so up group pH. We have written this up group, the upside, and this down group methyl is written at downside. Okay, but out of these two structures, what is our formula? Our formula is that bulky group is at equatorial position, is more stable. Bulky group. So which is bulky group here? The bulky group in these two structures is a phenyl group is more bulkier. So bulky group is at equatorial position. So expectation is that this second structure, this second conformation is more stable. But what happened here? We observed that this compound is more stable as compared to this conformation, is more stable as compared to this one. As this conformation contain phenyl group or more bulkier group in the axial position, still this is more stable. See the reason for that. Let's see. I'm drawing this chair conformation again. Here. The chair conformation here. Here, phenyl group is at axial position. So phenyl group is at axial position. So two hydrogens are there. For this phenyl group, this CH3 group is here. Hydrogen, here axial hydrogen. Here this another axial hydrogen. These are other hydrogens. So I am writing only those hydrogens which having interactions with it. So in this structure, the phenyl group is in the axial position. Now see the another structure where we have converted this structure into another structure, another chair conformation. another chair conformation. Here in this chair conformation, we flipped this ring. When we flip this ring, or simply we flip this ring, or instead of that, see the same structure, or where we just change the equatorial and axial position. So here I have taken CS3. Now phenyl group, bulkier group is at equatorial position here. So here in this case, axial hydrogens are there. This equatorial hydrogen. So in this case, if we see, so let's see here, in these two structures, what is our observation? Our observation, this structure is more stable. Why? Because the phenyl ring in this structure is so oriented that this ring gets flipped or twisted somewhat. So that ring is twisted. So these two hydrogens of the phenyl ring, or phenyl ring is so oriented. In this case, phenyl ring is so oriented that minimum repulsion with these hydrogens, axial hydrogen 3 and position number 5, axial hydrogens. So that's why this structure is more stable. Because in this structure the ring gets twisted. Here this phenyl ring gets twisted so as to minimize the interaction between these two hydrogens, axial hydrogens and hydrogens of the phenyl ring. So this interaction is minimized. This interaction is minimum so that this structure is stable. Let's see the another structure where in this structure if we change the groups, that is CS3 group is kept in an axial position and this bulkiest group is kept in an equatorial position. But in this case, these two CS3 groups, these hydrogens of the CS3 and hydrogens of the CS3 and hydrogens of the phenyl ring having strong interaction. So due to the strong interaction of phenyl hydrogen and CS3 hydrogens, this structure is less stable. Strong interaction between phenyl hydrogen and the CS3 hydrogen. For this purpose, if we change the angle of this phenyl ring, or twist, this ring is twisted. Suppose that this ring is twisted. Then what happens when this ring gets twisted? The interaction between these CS3 hydrogens and the phenyl hydrogens reduced, but at the same time interaction with equatorial hydrogen increases. So when ring twisted, then interactions of orthohydrogen and equatorial hydrogen increases. So here, due to these reasons, the structure in one phenyl, one methyl, one phenyl, in the structure of one methyl, one phenyl cyclohexane, the chair conformation with phenyl group at axial position is more stable. In the structure of 1-methyl 1-phenyl cyclohexane, the conformation with phenyl group at axial position is more stable. Still it is a bulkier one. So bulkier one, still the stable structure is that. The reason for that, when the phenyl ring is in the axial position, so that phenyl ring is so oriented that the interaction between the hydrogens of phenyl ring and the axial hydrogens, position number 3 and position number 5 contain axial hydrogen. So these interaction between these axial hydrogen and phenyl ring hydrogen gets minimized due to the twisting of the ring. That's why this structure is more stable as compared to the structure where the CH3 group is at axial position and phenyl group is at equatorial position. If we see the structure of these two, then if these are arranged in this way, that CH3 group is at axial position, then interaction between these hydrogens of phenyl ring and CH3 hydrogens is more. If we minimize this interaction by twisting the ring, but at the same time when we twist the ring, there is a more interaction between the equatorial hydrogen and this orthohydrogen increases. That's why this structure gets unstable. So that structure is more unstable than the structure with phenyl group is at axial position. So this is about the 1,1 disubstituted cyclohexanes. 1,1 disubstituted cyclohexane. So common points to observe in case of 1,1 disubstituted cyclohexane. 1,1 disubstituted cyclohexane, when X and Y are equal, means there are same groups, then there is both groups are same substitution is there, then we obtain topomers. We obtain topomers with no energy barriers, same structures, same energy of the two structures interconvertible. If we change the groups, when X is different, Y is different, we have taken first example of 1-methyl cyclohexanol. 1-methyl cyclohexanol, where the 1-methyl cyclohexanol, in that case methyl group is bulky, OH group is less bulkier. So when the conformation, stable conformation is decided when methyl group or bulky group is at equatorial position. So when methyl group is at equatorial position, that conformation is preferred, which is obtained in a 70% amount, and other conformation obtained in a 30% amount. So bulkier group is at equatorial position, the more stable conformation is there. Now the opposite concept is operated here in case of 1-methyl 1-phenyl cyclohexane. In this case, we observed that the bulkier group is at axial position. We obtain the stable conformation. The conformation is more stable with bulkier group at axial position. The reason is here for that, because phenyl group is so twisted, so arranged in the axial position that minimum interactions are there, and if it is in the equatorial position, there will be more interaction than the axial position. That's why the structure with phenyl group is at axial position is preferred. Okay, so this is about 1,1 disubstituted cyclohexane. Let's see the next, that is 1,2 disubstituted cyclohexanes. Structures of 1,2 disubstituted cyclohexanes. 1,2 disubstituted cyclohexanes. 1,2 disubstituted cyclohexanes. Let's see the structures of 1,2 disubstituted cyclohexanes. Chair conformation. 1,2 disubstituted means one substituent is at X position and another substituent at position number 2. So 1,2 disubstituted, substituent 1 at position 1 and substituent 2.